And now, as they say, for something completely different. Keep watching. Yeah, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele review day. As always, this is your summary video review. Look at the link below the video to learn a lot more about this instrument. Thanks very much to those who donated to the website in the last week. Really does help me. And consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button down there and the bell thing, the little blurb, you know what, and then you'll get notified about new videos that are coming. Okay, this one. Been a little while coming. Probably one of the most talked about ukuleles out there since they were first unveiled at NAMM 2019, but it's taken a while. They've been available on their website. One or two people have bought them, but they're about to land in ukulele stores and talked about because it's quite weird. And this is from a company called Lava Music, and this is the Lava U instrument from Lava Music. Yeah. Never seen anything like that before, have you? I certainly haven't. Groundbreaking, some people are saying. Not totally. What this is a composite body ukulele, that is to say plastic, with some carbon fibre impregnated in it. It's not a carbon fibre, pure carbon fibre like the Close. It's a mix. So the same as the Enya Nova U and the same as the Outdoor Carbon. So the material is not new, but that's what it is. And it's in this kind of funky dreadnought shape with these wonderful sort of curved off edges. I think the back and the sides and the back of the neck are all one piece, and there's a top dropped on, but because of the way they've chamfered it off and finished it, it looks space age, doesn't it? That outer in this one is blue, also comes in some pastel colours, a red and a black, and like the Enya Nova U, it's painted on. It's a coating on the outside. It looks pretty tough. It's matte. I really like how tactile it is. I do get, though, that this is an instrument that is going to be love or hate on looks, and I've already seen a lot of people online say, I hate the look of it. Do you know what? I quite like it. I don't know why. I do. It's different. And full marks to a company for doing something different. I don't think it's ugly. You might not like the blue. I think the black looks terrific. I'm not sure about the pastel colours, but there we are. So as I say, it's this composite material. Have a look in the written review because that tells you a little bit more about what the material is and what they've called it. This one, as I say, this one's blue. No other decoration other than this somewhat gaudy sound hole edge and this little Lava logo in a mirror. You know, quite like that. The bridge is composite. It's kind of a hybrid between a slot style and a string through. They go through the holes, as you can see, and then pop out the bottom, and they're tied off with washers. I don't know what the material is for the bridge, but it's compensated on the top. It may be bone, it's composite, something like that. And there's nothing else really to say about the body other than perhaps the main event, and that's the pickup system that this comes with. This also comes as an acoustic only, but I think everyone's really interested in the pickup system. Again, the pickup system is not actually that new. This is a transacoustic system, so basically there's a saddle strip down here, picks up a signal, outputs to a jack into your amplifier right there. However, also has an actuator stuck to the back of the instrument that vibrates the body itself and applies the effects to the acoustic tone. It's the same system as on the Enya Nova transacoustic, and it's the same system, and in fact made by the same company that make them on the Flight Soundwave models. Where this differs, though, and it gets a little bit confusing, is that the controls on this are in two places. First of all, you've got some stuff in here where you charge it and where you switch it on and off, and where you can switch between chorus and delay, but not both at the same time. Okay, there's also a slider on that says mic on it that doesn't do anything to the sound, so I don't even know what it is. And that doesn't appear on the concert model, so I'm confused about that. Answers on a postcard. And then on the outside of the ukulele, you get control for the reverb, the effect strength, or on the delay, the speed of the delay, and then the overall effect impact to the sound. Okay, it's essentially the same thing. As I say, it's made by the same company that make the one on the Soundwave. Where I prefer the one on the Soundwave is there's just one control panel. It's all on the outside. You can control everything. You can have chorus and delay on at the same time. You can't with this. I find that odd. Anyway, there we are. We'll come on to that when I play it, because that is kind of the main event, I suppose. Inside, have a look at the pictures on the website. Quite an intriguing structure inside there is the way this has been made. But let's move on. The neck, as I say, is an extension of the body, so no heel as such. It's nice and matte. It's nice and flat as well, which is a good job, really, because it's an average 35mm at the nut and a quite disappointingly narrow 28mm G2A. Very reminiscent of the Enya Nova U. A little bit too narrow for me, but the flat back of the neck will probably help it. And then another big departure for what is the norm on plastic ukes. The fingerboard here has got a radius. It's made of rich light composite, but it's fitted with metal frets. That's the first plastic composite bodied uke I've seen that does that, unless you count the metal frets on the wooden necked flutes and fleas. But usually they're moulded plastic frets, and people are concerned about them because wound strings will wear them down. And in fact, there's even some reports of regular strings wearing those frets down. These are metal. These are not going to wear. And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 to the body, 16, 17, 18 in total. It's really nice dark colour, the rich light, as it would be. No outward facing fret markers, and I like that minimalist look, but you get them at 5, 7, 10, 12 and 15 on the side. Very good. I love the neck, actually, and despite that narrow string spacing, I did find it comfortable. Headstock, there isn't much to say about it. It's just simple. It just says Lava U on it. Can't really comment. The tuners I can comment about. These are funky. I've never seen anything like this before. They're proprietary to Lava Music. They are no screw in tuners. I can't think of a single advantage for not having screws on your tuners, but they look superb. I can also attest the fact that they work brilliantly. These are possibly the smoothest geared tuners I've ever used. Right, okay. So, this is the electric version. It comes with fluorocarbon strings. You get the charger for the gizmo. You get a little information pack, instructions. There's a cloth in there, and there is a pick. And what else you get? Oh, yeah, you get a case. You get a case. Quite honestly, one of the funkiest looking cases I've ever seen. People are going on and on and on about these, and there you go. It's a clamshell that opens up with this little button, these D-ring type handles. There's a little pocket, not very big, and it does fit the ukulele like a glove. It's very nice and very comfortable. However, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Now, I don't like the looks. I wouldn't be seen dead walking around with one of these, but that's more to do with the fact that I'm 47 and not 14. You might like the looks. Granted, that is subjective. But as a case, I just wonder what this is going to look like in a month of gigging or going to ukulele jams. I've already scratched the top, the clear. I just don't see how you can keep it in good condition. It's going to get scratched. It's going to get scuffed. It's going to look really horrible. And I do wonder, actually, how strong it actually is, because if I press this top, there's a lot of creaking going on. I don't like that. I would feel more secure with a regular pod case. There's no shoulder straps either. I think this is purely style over substance, and it does bother me, and it bothers me because I think it's probably part of my next gripe, and that's the price of this. In this electro version in tenor, this is $399. Wow. $399. Let's just put that in perspective. The concert version is a little bit cheaper, $379, and the acoustic version is a little bit cheaper still. However, every one of them is much more expensive than the Enya Nova U, which is $179 with a transacoustic system, with the same body construction. Okay, plastic frets. You don't get the weird space case, but it's essentially the same sort of thing. This is $230 more than that one. That's utterly crazy price. I'm sorry, it's far too expensive for what you're getting. There we are. Let's have a play. I'm going to give you the acoustic tone first, then we'll talk a little bit about the pickup. But most of all, I mean, to hold, I love it. It's really tactile, really smooth. I love the way it feels in the hand. It's pretty heavy, or is that reassuredly solid? I don't know, but it's nicely balanced. The tone, let's get it tuned up. And I really do like these tuners, as I say. I think they're absolutely fantastic. They're so smooth. Now, people are going to ask me to do a side-by-side with the Enya Nova U. I'm afraid I don't own the Enya Nova U. It went, so I can't do that. But there are videos on the channel and on the website that you can play side-by-side, and I do have a good memory of it. I actually think this fares better than the Nova U on tone, but we'll come on to more detail, really. First of all, you're going to have to take my word on this. The volume is not that great. It's loud enough. It's not quiet, and I've played much quieter plastic ukes like the Karalas and things like that. But it needs a little bit more. Maybe the string change would do something like that. The Nova U wasn't hugely loud either. Sustain is only reasonable too. It dies off quite quickly, and that means you're not getting a lot of character to the tone. Where I do think it edges the Nova U is I think the tone is broader. I think there's more range to it. I found the Nova a little bit thin and brittle. I think this is richer in tone. Is it $230 richer? No, I don't think so. Just notice my fingers leaving marks. I quite like the tone, actually. I think the tone is nice. Could do with being a little bit louder. It's really chimey for picking. I prefer it for picking. Like the feel of that neck, right? But you want to hear what the effects sound like. I mean, to be honest, it's just exactly like on the is that on? Yeah, that's on. So you get a green light comes on the side. This is the reverb all the way up. Chorus. See, I don't like this separate inside and outside controls. It's just I just want one set of dials with the chorus dialed in. Whoa. I find the chorus a bit artificial sounding, but the delay. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. But you can get exactly the same thing on the Soundwave, and I think the Soundwave sounds better acoustically. You know what? It's mixed opinions for me, this one. I really like the approach they've taken. It's brave Brown that puts something out that kicks the ukulele world up the backside. It certainly had people talking. I really like the way it looks. I really like the way it's built. The quality, it oozes quality. but it's got a high-end price too. I like the metal frets on a plastic composite uke. The tuners are superb. That system is proven to be good fun. There is one other final gripe though, and I've wondered about how to cover this one off. You may have spotted this. And this is a proprietary strap button for a strap that is not available yet, but coming because they're working on the design, that's going to attach it to a strap at one piece, so it kind of floats. Neat idea, but you can't use any other strap with it, and there's no other strap buttons, so you can't use your own strap on it. Worse still, despite this being $399, Lava Music want you to pay extra for the only strap that works with the ukulele. I think that's really cynical, and it annoys me a lot. So that goes into my list of negatives too. But overall, it doesn't get a terrible score. It gets a reasonably good score, actually, and it's in the recommended, the 8 out of 10s, because the build is really good. It's really nice to play. If you're going to plug this in and stand on stage, it's certainly going to give you a look. Some people will like it, some people won't. I just think it's just off the scale too expensive for what it is. Get rid of that pointless case. It's all style over substance. I would never use it as a case. I would love to see what they look like in about a month's time when people start buying these. Drop the price. I'm not saying you need to be as low priced as the Nova, because this is clearly a more quality instrument than the Nova, to be fair. But it shouldn't be $230 more. The Lava Music Lava U, quite like it, actually. That sounded terribly negative. It's not meant to be. It's the price that's putting me off. But other than that, I like most things about it, really. Yeah, there you are. Lava U from Lava Music. Go carefully. Back next week. More reviews coming soon. Enjoy the rest of your Easter weekend. See you very soon, and stay safe.